Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage. It is early morning and I'm going on a trip on this one to go pick up a car that I bought. It's actually a camper. It's parked in a garden without number plates and has been there for many years because I can remember it 7 or 8 years ago, but forgot about it again. Then drove past it last week, went and knocked on the door and actually was allowed to buy it. It looks like something that has been standing in a garden for a long time, but the MOT has just expired last week. It got no number plates on it, but I think it's safe enough to drive it home. It's not very far. So I'm gonna go there, then I'm gonna inspect the brakes and all that to make sure that everything is in visual good condition. Then I'm gonna start it up, try to move it, and if everything feels safe and sound, I will drive it home. I have bought testing number plates exactly for that purpose, to move it from one place to another. And that is perfectly legal, but the car needs to be safe enough to do so. So I will have to make sure that no brake lines are about to snap or something like that. To get there, it's a bit of a walk. So I'm gonna go on the Mobylette MobyX because it's a folding moped. I can just fold it, put it in the rear of the camper, and then go home. So let's get going. While the MobyX is really not a fast moped. It's really clever that it's folding though. This might take a while. Not downhill, 25 kilometers per hour. Woo! Last time I rode this bike it was 10 kilometers per hour quicker than this. So I don't know what's going on. But it's typically on a day like this where I'm actually having to go somewhere. And it's not really up to the task, but anyway, the scenery is nice, it's not raining, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so the enrichment valve was actually stuck. Now it's not stuck anymore, and we are back to 20 kilometers per hour, almost on straight road. And then lost all power. It has started to run better and better, slightly above 20 kilometers per hour according to the speedo. I seem to remember it going 25 though. It seems to be better already. I think that maybe old fuel from last year, or whenever I drove it last, is messing it up a bit, because it is getting better for sure. And we're also getting there, just around the corner. You should be able to see a big white camper standing in the garden. I really hope that it runs all the way home. Hopefully more than that also. Can you see it? It's right over there. And there we go. The new to me Campervan. Yes, I know I already got one, but here's another one. An actual campervan. The other one is as well, but this is a bit better equipped. It's a 2.1 petrol, unlike the diesel one I got. I'm just going to do a quick inspection to make sure that it's safe to attempt the journey. It's actually looking pretty decent down here. Maybe even better than the other one. Brake lines looks just fine. And take a look at this awesomeness. I don't think I will show you much of the inside in this video. I will make a presentation of everything when I get back home. Right now it's just about hopefully getting it home. But it's really a nice van, and take a look at that roof height. I can stand up in there, and I'm 192, so that's great. 141 kilometers on the clock. That is not a lot, so that's really great. What's not so great is there we go, an engine, I presume. Looks pretty clean down there actually. And the engine, I mean. The rest of it is pretty grubby. When I bought it, I took a battery with me, so this is one of my batteries. Because the other one was not working anymore. So I did a bit more thorough inspection of everything underneath. Everything is visually fine, at least for a trip home. So that's nice. This folding moped is awesome for this. I love it. Also, the scale tools is a great addition to a trip like this, because I could pump the tires up and have the flashlight and all that. That's really great. So let's find out if this even works. Well, I know it did, because it did last week at least fire up. So I presume it still does that. Choke on. Oh yeah, make me nervous for a bit. Brakes are feeling really nice actually, just like the other one. Slightly stuck. Oh, it's the handbrake. The handbrake is working very effectively. Nice. Feels just fine. Impressive, to be honest. It's got no servo. The other one got. That's a bit of a difference. Or if it does, it doesn't work at least. I forgot one very important thing though. I got no testing number plates on it just yet. Better put them on. Now we've got testing number plates on it, and everything should be just fine. Let's go. Wow, it feels just perfect. It looks like something that I have found in a lake, but it feels like something that drives every day, to be honest. Well, maybe not, but it feels a lot better than expected. The suspension seems nice. The brakes seems really nice. A bit squeaky, but that's to be expected when it has been standing for a year at least. The engine feels more powerful than I was expecting. This is a 2.0 petrol engine. The other one I got is a 2.5 turbo diesel. So this is way slower, of course. Maybe I spoke too soon. I was maybe expecting a bit more low down grunt than it actually got, but it's getting better. Also, it's a carb engine. It's not injected, so it needs to get up to temperature. I just closed the choke, but maybe that was a bit too early. But it's okay. It's working. By the way, when I bought it, I checked the oil, I checked the coolant level and all that, so all that is okay. I'm keeping a close eye on the temperature gauge. Nothing has moved yet, so we are not above 50, or we don't have a working thermostat or temperature sensor, who knows. But it's feeling really nice. The folding moped is making it smell a little bit in here, but other than that, it's great. And fun. Really fun. I'm just gonna take a small break to check that everything is still all right with engine oil and all that, just to be sure. But so far it seems to be working all right. It brakes, it drives, everything is nice. So I'm just gonna continue the trip back home, and hopefully it will last all the way. But it's confidence inspiring already, I think. So this is a really late model. It's a 1993 model, so it's not that old. When I saw it, I thought it was an 80 model, but this is one of the last C25s, I think. So yeah. It seems to be working just fine. Woo! And this was really an impulse buy. I was just driving around in the C25 4x4 together with my daughter, actually, just to go sightseeing a bit. And I drove past this and then suddenly remembered that I saw it around 7 or 8 years ago in that same place. And then I thought that if it had been standing there for so long, then maybe it was for sale. So I went to knock on the door, and it turned out that it was not just standing there. It had completed a trip a couple of years back through France, and actually also was on a trip last year, only in Denmark though. But even though it really looked kind of abandoned with all the moss and the grime and all that, and no number plates, it's actually not. But I did knock at the exact right time apparently, because the family needed to get rid of this soon, at least. They hadn't really thought about selling it just yet, but as he told me, it could have ended up on a scrapyard if I hadn't come and knocked on the door. So I am so happy about that, because even though you could argue that I maybe don't need 2 campers, and yeah, I don't really. This is just so nice to be able to save this. So what the future brings with this one, I don't know. But I really like the fact that I can stand up in it. And I really like the fact that it's a petrol, so it will be way cheaper to tax than the diesel. Remember, the diesel is around close to 3,000 euros a year in tax. This will be way less. So so I might end up just using this until the other one gets old enough to be a classic, 35 years. Also, this is maybe better for the family trips that we're going now with my newborn daughter. Not going to go off-roading with the 4x4 for the next couple of years. I think this would maybe be more fitting for just small trips, maybe, or even just in Denmark, going out and cook dinner and so on. But let's see, I need to check. I really don't know what I bought. I bought this for 10,000 coronas, which is 1,200, 1,300 euros maybe. So it's not a lot, but right now I'm really surprised about it because I was fearing that this could be difficult to get back home if it was unsafe to drive, but it feels perfectly fine. What is really surprising me is that it doesn't feel as slow as I was expecting. I got way less torque than the other one, but it doesn't feel completely snaily. But I haven't had it up to more than 50 so far. Maybe it will start struggling at highway speeds. I presume it will. It will also be using a lot of fuel. I'm getting around 11 kilometers per liter on the 4x4 on diesel. I would be surprised if this gives me more than 8 kilometers per liter on petrol. I can't wait to see what I actually bought. There is so much stuff in here. All the cupboards and drawers are full of stuff. And they didn't want anything. They just wanted to get rid of it all. So it's going to be exciting to see what's there and what works, because I can see a kitchen, I can see a stove, I can see a fridge, I can see maybe something that looks like a heating system of some sort. I can even see something that looks like a autopilot for the speed down here. So it's going to be really exciting to find out what this is capable of. So far I really like it. I think at the current, the feeling that I get from this car on the mechanical side, I think I could go to the MOT and get it through an MOT right now actually. So if all the lights are alright, if the pollution levels is alright, and there are no rusts that needs to be fixed, then I think it could be MOT ready as it is right now. That's pretty impressive. But it feels like that. It's braking straight. It's not making any weird sounds. I might have bought something nice here. I can see my house in the distance now, so I think I will wrap this video up because I won't show you the camera right now. I will make a video when I get back home showing everything, but that will be later down the line, because right now I need a cup of coffee. I have been up really early to do this trip. Everything has just went so nice. I'm surprised about that. So this is my new campervan to the fleet of a lot of cars and 2 campervans. This is the Citroen C25. I got 2 Citroen C25 now. I've got to be the one in Denmark with the biggest collection of C25s at least running and driving. Yeah, thank you for watching and thank you for the support I get, and see you in the next one. How nice is that?